Okay, today's lecture is developing IDS equation for linear region. That means we will see what are the equations, what are the current equations of CMOS or NMOS or PMOS. Okay, so before that we will start with an NMOS. We will start developing the IDS equation. IDS, what do you mean by IDS? Current, D is equal to drain, S is equal to source. So IDS, that means current of drain to source. So what happened here? What happened here? How an NMOS conduct current when the voltage is given. So let's say you have a battery here. Okay, you have a battery here. So this battery is connected to source and drain. Okay. Now the metal wire, the red color one, this is the metal wire. So what happens? Current will come, but what happens to here? Current will try to go this way and come back, right? Okay. That means electron will come in this current, the opposite of current, and go through here and go through there and go back to the positive terminal of the battery. But look at this here. In this segment, you do not have any connection. Normally, there is no connection here. No connection. This is what is that? P type. That means your semiconductor do not conduct current at the beginning. Semiconductor do not conduct current at the beginning, and it is P-type material. P-type material means there is no free electron, or there is some free electron, but very small amount. P-type doesn't carry electron. P-type carries hole. So this is P-type material, is N-type. Here you have free electrons because N-type is electron type. Here it is N-type. That means there are free electron here, but this part, the other parts are what? Other parts are what? P-type. P-type doesn't have any what? Doesn't have any free electron. So what happens? So the electron can come through here and it will come here, only here. It cannot go there. It cannot come here because there is a what? Let's say there is a river. Let's say there is a river, so that this car cannot go on the other side. So what happens? How can you make it go to the other side and complete the circuit? There's one way. The way is you have to make a bridge. You have to make a channel. What? You have to make a channel. What do you mean by channel? Channel means there is a road. You have to make a road. How to make a road? What you can do? You can bring a magnet. You can bring a magnet in this side. Metal wire, right? This is a metal connection. Because this is the gate, this is the metal. And this is what? This is silicon dioxide. That means the insulator. It is already an insulator. So there is no physical connection. There is no physical connection. So no electron can come, no electron can go. Only the magnetic effect can affect this thing. So what you have to do, you have to bring a magnet here. What do you mean by magnet? A positive voltage. You have to bring a magnet here, a positive voltage. When you bring a positive voltage here, it will create a magnetic field. When it creates a magnetic field, what happens? Positive always attract negative electrons, right? Positive attracts the negative electron. So whatever the electron you have here, because this is P-type, but still there are some free electron. There are some. Very little amount, but there are some. What they will do? They will all, or most of them will go, what? What will happen? Most of them will do what? Okay, I need to. Most of them will go in this side. This one will go in this side, this side, this side, because there is a magnet. Got my point? because of the attraction of the magnet, some of the electron will go and accumulated there. Accumulated means jama howa, joro hobe okhane. Ora ekhane giye jama hobe. So once they are there, now you can see there is a road, right? Now there is a negative or electron road. So now an additional electron can come and he can go like this and come back. Got my point? So this is how now current can go. So since electrons are moving, so the current is going. Got my point? Everyone? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Electrons are moving now. Next, if you want to increase the amount of current, you can do many things. Okay, you can do many things. There are ways of doing it. What are the ways? Number one, if you want to, okay, by the way, this is source. Electrons are going from source to drain for NMOS. This is NMOS, remember. So what about the current? Current will go from drain to source because electrons opposite direction is the current, right? Electrons are going from source to drain, so current is going from drain to source. That's why it is called I means current of drain to source. Okay, drain to source current. Now there are ways of increasing this current. What are the ways? Number one, you have to increase the voltage. You have to increase the voltage. If you increase the voltage, let's say if you make the voltage bigger, okay, if you make the voltage big, automatically currents increases, right? So what is this voltage? What is this voltage called? What is the name of the voltage? V, where they are connected? What are the pins they are connected? Plus is connected to the drain, right? Plus to the drain. And what is the minus? Source, right? That is connected to the source. That's why this voltage is called VDS. This voltage is called VDS. This is the primary voltage for your current. Okay. If you increase the voltage, the current will increase. So if you increase the VDS, the current will what? Increase, right? Right? But remember, there is a limit. Why? Because this is a bridge. If this is a bridge, there is a limit of how many car can go, right? There is a limit. How many car can go? If the number of car is smaller in your VDS, then if you increase the VDS, more current will go. But remember, once this is equal to the channel capacity, then whatever you are doing, it will not increase the current. You understand my point? তোমার যখন এই VDS টা কম ছিল, তখন কারেন্ট কম ছিল, VDS বাড়াচ্ছ, কারেন্ট বাড়তেছে, VDS বাড়াচ্ছ, কারেন্ট বাড়তেছে, বাট একটা সময় আসবে যখন চ্যানেল আর নিতে পারবে না। So the channel cannot take any more current because that is the capacity of the channel. That time, if you increase more VDS, that will not increase your current. So your graph will look like this. Let me draw a graph. Your graph will look like this. See, you are increasing this. Here you have VDS. Here you have IDS current. You are increasing the VDS, IDS is increasing. So the graph will go like this. Okay. At some point, when the current is equal to the capacity of the channel, if you increase more current, but the capacity, but the channel cannot take it. So my channel cannot take more current because it is done. It is already finished. Then what will happen? If you increase VDS, current will remain fixed. That means for that amount of channel, this is the highest amount of current. Once it is reached, যখন এই highest amount of current চলে আসবে, if you increase more VDS, the current will not be increased. It will be fixed. Okay. Then what are the next procedure? How you have to increase the channel capacity. how to increase the channel capacity? You have to bring a bigger magnet. Bigger magnet means more. If you increase more voltage, what happens? The rest of the electron will go and sit there. That means the channel width. Do you understand? The width of the channel become what? That means the channel concentration or the channel capacity become increased. So what happens? Now if you increase VDS more, it can take more current. That time your graph will look like this. Again, it will be not enough some point. Then that time, what will happen? It will become saturated. This is the graph. You have already seen it in your electronics. This is called VI characteristics, right? Voltage current characteristics. Remember in the BJT, you have seen it? Okay. This is the VI characteristics of a MOSFET, N MOSFET. And let me be very clear here. This segment, that means when the current was rising, this segment is called linear. Linear region, linear. Do you understand linear? Linear region. Linear means it is increasing with respect to voltage. That means current is increasing with respect to voltage. That's why it is called linear region. It is linearly increasing, linearly. Voltage is increasing, current is increasing. Voltage is increasing, current increasing. That means it is linearly increasing. That's why it is called linear region. After the linear region, it means from that point, current is not increasing. That means current becomes saturated. Right? This region is called what? What is it called? What it is called? It is called saturation region. Got my point? It is called saturation region. Before it was called linear region. Now it is called, the upper one is called saturation region. There is one more region when there was no current. When there was no gate voltage, that means when there was no channel, that time there was no current. And when there was no voltage here, that time there was no current. So either way, if your voltage is not there and if your channel is not there, in either way, your voltage, your current become what? Your current become zero. That region is called cutoff region. You have learned it, right? You have heard it, right?
Yes.
That region is called cutoff. Cutoff means current cut kore felche, current and nai, cutoff.
Yes.
That region is called cutoff region. Now this characteristics curve is for your. We will deal with this later a lot because we have maths how to draw the graphs. Okay, do not worry. So now we will develop the equation. Now remember, MOSFET structure looks like a parallel plate capacitor while operating in inversion. Inversion means when I have given the voltage here, that time it is in inversion region. You can see this is a parallel plate capacitor. Why? Because I have given positive voltage here, that means the positive charge here, and the negative electrons are here, right? So there are two layers. One layer you have positive charges, another layer you have negative charges. In the middle, what you have? What do you have in the middle? In between two charges, what do you have?
Insulator, sir.
Insulator. So this is exactly like your parallel plate capacitor. Do you understand parallel plate capacitor? You have learned it from the physics. Like this.
Yes, sir.
Parallel plate capacitor. You have learned this thing in the physics. The parallel plate capacitor. See this? Remember?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here you have what? You have one positive terminal, that is positive charge, another one is negative charge. In between, you have a separation called D, and the area of the plate is this one. The area always become length and width, right? If you area means what? Area means What is the area? What is the area of a rectangle? Length into breadth, right? Length into breadth. And the separation is D. And what is the equation for this? You can see here the equation. So some equations are there. Okay. But we are not going to see that. We have our own slide for this. It is looking like a parallel plate capacitor. Since in MOSFET have a positive voltage is applied or implied to the gate terminal as VG, and the electron channel N channel beneath the silicon dioxide layer. Hence, the channel charge is as follows. So let's see what is the charge here. Okay, charge. Oh, charge of Q. QC, that means channel charge. Okay, what are the channel charges? Because why charge is needed? Because the capacitor has a form like this. Q is equal to CV, right? Q is equal to CV. Understood?
Yes.
And what is I? Do you know what is I? Because we want to find out what is the current going through, right? We want to find out what is the current is going through. কত কারেন্ট যাচ্ছে করতে চাই। কারেন্টের ইকুয়েশন হচ্ছে I is equal to Q by T. T is equal to time. So here for this we need to find out the Q first. Then we will find the T. Then we will divide them and we will find out the I. Understood, everyone? That's why we need Q. So Q is equal to CV. Here it is written. Q is equal to CV. Now what is C? C is the what is written here? CG. CG is the gate capacitance. Gate capacitance means what is the capacitance from here? This capacitance. It is called CG. Because gate capacitance. So there is a capacitor formed here, right? That's why this is called CG. And you have a voltage CV because you have a C and you have a V. C is equal to CG, gate capacitance. V is equal to VGC minus VT. This is important to understand. What is VGC minus VT and why they have written VGC minus VT? This is the voltage in between these two. In between these 2 points is called VGC minus VT. What is VT? What is VGC? I will explain now. What is VGC? VGC is the gate to channel voltage difference. If you take a multimeter and if you measure this voltage with respect to ground, you will get VG. And if you take a multimeter and go inside the capacitor, what is that? MOSFET, and if you measure the channel voltage, you will get VC. Channel of voltage of the channel. Okay. Now, if you subtract them, then you will get VGC. Subtract. That means VG minus VC, right? But the problem is you cannot measure the voltage of the channel because you cannot go inside. Can you go inside? Can you go inside a MOSFET?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, that's why VGC is not possible to measure. What you can do, you can assume it. You can assume it. Okay, well, I will explain that later, how to assume it. Now come to the VT. There was a voltage called VGC, fine. But what about the minus VT? আমাদেরকে এই VT-টাকে minus করতে হচ্ছে কেন? Why we have to minus it? Why we have to minus it? Because VT is the cost. Cost. Do you understand cost? Expenditure. Why? Because VT is needed to make the channel because channel was not there. Capacitor is already formed. So whatever the voltage you are giving, that will be in the equation. But here, capacitor was not originally formed. It was not there. At the beginning, it was not there. What you did, you made the capacitor by using some of the voltages. That voltage is called VT, or it is called threshold voltage. তোমার কাছে 100 টাকা আছে, you have 100 টাকা, right? Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Think about this. You have 100 টাকা. Now you need to buy some food, go to the restaurant, you have to eat something, right? You have to eat something. Now you use 10 taka to go to the restaurant. Okay? 10 taka to go to the restaurant. Now how much money you have? You have
90.
exactly 90. You have 90 taka now. You can eat 90 taka.
Oh.
Can you eat 100 taka? No, because taka you spend here. About this, if you have the money, it was just close to your house, that means the restaurant is already there. What you have to do? You can use 100 taka for buying foods. But now what you have to do, and by what? By spending some money, then you have to buy the food. That's why there is a cost to TOX. From where you got this formula? From where you got this formula? From the parallel theory. Okay. That, let me explain. And you have, so you have two places. Yes, OX means oxide, because you have inside, you have what? Silicon dioxide, right? No. Silicon dioxide, right? You have silicon dioxide, remember? That's why
Yes,
it is
sir.
called oxide layer. This is oxide layer. And T means thickness of the oxide. That means the gap between these two layers. The gap between these two layers. It is called TOX. That means D. And what is A? WL? That is the area. WL is the area. What is W? This is W and this is L. And what is the area here? A means length. Length means L and breadth is W. That means WL. That is the area. So area divided by thickness, and you have EO. That means epsilon. This is called your permittivity. This is called your permittivity. So originally the equation was like this: C is equal to epsilon A by D. This was the formula that we have seen somewhere. Where?
Capacitability, sir.
In the physics, somewhere here. In C, E means epsilon. Can you see that? Epsilon A divided by D. That is the formula for your parallel plate capacitor. Here, exact same thing. C is equal to E. E means epsilon. A divided by D. Now here, if you use volume, vacuum, it's not volume. If you use vacuum, it should be epsilon O, right? If you use, let's say, oxide, you will use oxide. If you use air, you will write what? Whatever you are using in the middle, you will write. Okay. So what about A? A is WL. We are going to write W and L. What about the D? D is actually our thickness. So TOX. And it is called EOX. Now, once you make it, your epsilon oxide, because the silicon dioxide material is fixed, this is much amount of layer, how much amount of thickness you are going to give, that is also fixed. So EOX divided by TOX, can we call that COX, constant of oxide? We are calling it constant of oxide, COX. So what is the formula finally? Finally, your formula is CG is equal to COX WL, because EOX and TOX are what? Are become COX. Here it is written. Now come to the find out the VGC, because you have a term called VGC. I told you VGC is not possible to measure, right? Because one of the point is inside the MOSFET. So what you have to do, you have to assume it. You have to assume it. How to assume it? Okay. Abdullah.
Yes, sir.
Let's say Sakline has 3 brothers. Okay. That means Sakline and 2 more brothers. Understood?
Sir.
Sakline Mejo. That means the number of the Sakline is 2. Sakline has a younger brother and Sakline has an older brother. Elder brother, actually, not older, elder brother. Now the elder brother of Sakline, his age is 28. তার বয়স হচ্ছে 28 বছর. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And the elder and the younger brother of Sakline, his age is 24.
Yes, sir.
বুঝতে পারছি? ওর ছোট ভাইয়ের বয়স হচ্ছে 24. বড় ভাইয়ের 28, that means 28. And ছোট ভাইয়ের হচ্ছে 24, that means 24. Muraz, are you understanding?
Yes.
Muraz, Ibrahim, Shuaib,
Yes, sir. Understand, sir.
that
Yes,
means Sakline's big brother age is 28 and the younger brother age is 24. Can anyone tell me what is the age of Sakline?
28, sir.
No. The
Average.
Between
Average,
24 and 28.
no. The older brother, that means the Boro Bhai, the older age is 28. Sakline is at the middle, and the younger brother is 24.
Maybe
What is the age? What is the age of Sakline? 26, right?
26.
Why 26? Can it be 27?
Average.
এটা 27 হতে এটা 27 হতে পারে না?
No, sir.
মিডল বললেন যে স্যার
আমি তো মিডল বলি না, আমি বলছি ও মেজু ভাই, ঠিক আছে? আর ওর বয়স কি 27 হতে পারে না? ওর বয়স
তাহলে 25 থেকে 27 অত এর ভিতরে থাকবে 24 থেকে 28
exactly. So
We will add their numbers and we will divide by 2.
exactly. So what you do logically, his age can be 25, 26, 27. You are saying his age will be 26, right? Because if you do not know anything 100% sure, what do? You make an average, right? You make an average. বুঝছো আব্দুল্লাহ, তুমি বুঝতে পারছো? তুমি যদি সবকিছু না জানো তখন তুমি কি করবা? তুমি একটা অ্যাজিউম করবে না, এভারেজ করবে না?
Yes, sir. Average 20.
Now look at this voltage. This voltage is called VGD. This voltage is called what? Gate to drain voltage, because this and this pin, they are outside, not inside. You know this voltage. You know this voltage. This is called VGS. Got my point? So you know this voltage, you know this voltage. So you have to find out the voltage at the middle. How to do that? This plus this divided by 2. If you add them and if you average them, you will get something like this. VGC is equal to VGS plus VGD divided by 2. So what is your VGC? If you what is that? Split this 2, split, then VGS by 2, VGD by 2. Now do one thing. This is VGS by 2. Write VGS minus VGS by 2. That is half is equal to 1 minus half, right? Can we write it? VGS by 2 is equal to VGS minus VGS by 2. Do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now from these 2, take half common, minus half common. If we take minus half common, this will be the result.
Yes.
VGS is VGS, and if you take minus half common, so minus half will come at the front. Then you have VGS minus VG. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In place of VGS minus VGD, we can write VDS. How can you do that? How we do that? We can do that like this. VGS means what? VGS means VG minus VS. Understood? VG minus VS. Now what is VGD? VG minus VD, but there is a minus in front of this, so there will be a minus, this will be plus. Okay. Just look at this. These VG and these VG, they are gone. So what you are left with? VD minus VS. So VD. Okay. So we can call these as VDS. So your VGC is equal to VGS minus VDS by 2. Okay. Now put that in your equation. Now put everything in his equation. So Q channel is equal to CG VGC minus VT. CG is equal to COX WL. VGC is equal to VGS minus VDS by 2. And there is a VT. So here is a VT. What is VT? We do not have to find out the VT because there is a derivation of VT of our what is that? At the end of our this lecture, there is a VT, what derivation for VT. Okay, do not worry. So just right now, think about it is a this is only a VT. Okay, so this is your VT. Now you have to find out the time. You have to find out the time for carrier to cross the channel. Remember, I told you I is equal to Q by T. So your T is equal to L by V. This is important to find out because the Q is already done. Now you have to find out the T. T is equal to L by V. Why? Because T is the time for carrier to cross the channel. That means if you have an electron here, how much time it needs to go from here to here? That is the T. That is what? That is the T. Now, how to find that? You have to find out by using what? Length. This is the length, right? Length divided by velocity. Not voltage, velocity. Why? Let's say one car is at the Dhaka, another car is at the Chittagong, and the distance between them is 200 kilometer. Okay, 200 kilometer, and the speed of the car, that means the velocity of the car is what? Let's say 40 kilometer per hour. How much time the car need to go from Dhaka to Chittagong? Can anyone explain? দেখো ঢাকা থেকে চিটাগং এর ডিসটেন্স হচ্ছে 200 কিলোমিটার মনে করো, ঠিক আছে? সো একটা গাড়ি আছে যেটার স্পিড হচ্ছে 40 কিলোমিটার পার আওয়ার চলতেছে। সো কত সময় লাগবে ঢাকা থেকে চিটাগং যেতে? ক্যান এনিওয়ান এক্সপ্লেন?
5 hours, sir.
Yeah?
5 hours.
5 hours, right? Find out length divided by velocity, right?
Yes, sir.
Length divided by velocity. So this is the law. You have to divide length by velocity. So yeah, this is the length divided by velocity, channel length divided by velocity of the carrier. Now this velocity of the carrier means the velocity of the electron. Now the velocity of the electron depends on many things, but most importantly, it depends on the electric field. How strong the electric field is. What electric field? What electric field? Remember, I have given you a battery here. Remember, I have given a battery. This is called VDS, right? If the battery is very strong, if the charge is very strong, the electron will just go. The speed is high. If the charge or if the battery is low or too weak, the electron will go very slowly. That means the speed of the electron or the velocity of the electron depends on this field, depends on this voltage. So because the voltage created the electric field, so your V is equal to mu E. Mu is the P, the permeability, and E is the lateral electric field. And we know E is equal to VDS divided by L, because if the voltage is fixed and if the length is variable, if the length is bigger, that means the রাস্তা যদি বড় হয় তোমার সময় বেশি লাগবে, ভেলোসিটি কম হবে, আর রাস্তা যদি ছোট হয় তাহলে তোমার লাগবে। Okay, so if the L is smaller, you have more speed. If the L is bigger, you have less speed. Okay, so your E is equal to V. Now, if this L goes up, it become L square mu VDS, and your I is equal to Q by T. So IDS is equal to Q channel divided by T. Q channel is equal to COX WL VGS minus VDS by 2 minus VD, that we have already known from the previous derivation, and T is equal to L square by mu. Now you have an L here and you have an L square here, so both of them will gone, and you have one L here, right? You have one L at the top, you have two L at the bottom. One L will be gone, and you have mu VDS. Now, if you rewrite this mu will go up, this VDS will go up like this. This mu will go up, this VDS will go up, and then you have COX and W by L, because this L is at the bottom. So mu COX by L VGS minus VT minus VDS by 2 into VDS. Okay, that is the equation for what? For your what? For your IDS. Understood, everyone?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Understood.
Now here, look at this. Mu is dependent on your material, so it is fixed. Once you make it, it is fixed. COX, it is constant. Once you make it, it is fixed. W is constant because once you make it, it is fixed. L is constant because once you make the NMOS, it is fixed. So can we call this term as a whole constant? Can we call it? Can we call it a
Yes, sir.
constant? Yeah. And do you know what it is called? Do you know what it is called?
এটা
Beta. এখন তোমরা কিন্তু এই beta চিনছো তাই না? বলতো কথা দেখছো? BJT, remember the beta?
yes sir
BJT, MOSFET, you have seen some beta, right? Beta
Yes.
is equal to 150, beta is equal to 100. Remember that? So this is the beta. Okay, this is the amplification gain. So current কতটুকু amplify করবে এটার উপর depend করবে. So this is the amplification, call it beta. So VGS is equal to beta. This is the process gain factor. This is called process gain factor or amplification gain, and it is represented by beta. Process dependent, W by L, geometry dependent. Okay, now this is your IDS. Oh, by the way, this is for linear region only. Why? This is for linear region. Why? Okay, let me explain. Let me show you a graph. I'm going to go to the Excel. I'm going to go to the make a graph for this. Okay, our beta, let's say our beta is 10. How much? Let's say beta is 10. So let's say our VT is 1. VT is what? 1. Okay, got it, everyone?
Yes, sir. We get.
Okay, let's say our VGS is equal to 4 at the beginning. Now we will vary the VDS. Then we will vary the VDS. Okay, we will vary the VDS only. So here your VDS, let's write the VDS here. Now let's find out the IDS. When your VGS was 4 volt, right? When your VGS was 4 volt. Let's find out. Here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, what is the equation? Let's write the equation here. Beta is equal to 10 into VGS, right? VGS means what? VGS is equal to minus 1, VT is equal to 1, minus VDS by 2. VDS means what? VDS means this column, that means A2. Divided by 2, VGS by 2 chilo na? The equation was what? The equation was VGS by 2, yes, VDS by 2. By 2 into A2. It is our VDS, right? So this becomes 0. So if I use the alter, this is what you got. Now, for next case, let's increase the VGS to 6 volt. Let's make it 6 volt. And this equation, let's copy it. Oh, no. Now, here in place of 4, let's make 6. Now, can anyone see what is happening here? Okay, let's go a bit more. Can you see what is happening here? Okay, if I make the graph, okay. Here, the opposite, that means the negative current, we do not want. So we will just format the axis and make it 0. Okay, make it 0. That's fine. Now look at this. Here, our equation, that means we thought our current should go up, up, and up, right? And after some point, it should be equal to, like, it should be like this, right? After some point, what will happen? It will be like this, right? But see, our current is going down, right? So something is wrong. Remember, at the beginning, I have shown you a graph like this, right?
Yes, sir, we remember. Linear
So
graph.
it is going up nicely, fine. Then it should go like this. It is going up just like fine. Then it should go like this, right?
Yes, sir.
But for some reason, for some weird reason, it is coming down. So that means your equation, the equation that you have seen, that doesn't work. That doesn't work after this point. After this point, it is wrong. For this, after this point, it is wrong. Got my point? Before that point, right. So that's why it is called, this equation is for what? This equation is for linear region. This equation is called what? For linear region. Linear region. Got my point? So for saturation region, the equation will be different. For saturation region, the equation will be different. Here, before this point, that means here it was linear. After this point, it should be saturation. So this equation is no longer what? No longer valid. So what I can do? I can subtract this, or I can delete this. So here. Okay, got my point? Everyone see this?
Yes, sir.
So now that means at some point it was correct. Wait a second. Wait a second. some point the equation was valid. Okay, at some point, until some point equation was valid. That point is called linear region. So how can I do that? How can I know which is the point at where the equation is valid? Here, the goal is here. Can you see? At this point, the equation is not valid. And at this point, the equation is not valid. Got my point? So how can I find out? Let's see. When your VDS is less than VGS minus VT, the equation was valid. See here, what is your VGS is 4. What is your VT was 1. So 4 minus 1. That means 3, right? When it was 3 or equal to 3. When it was 3 or equal to 3, it was valid. It was valid, and it was valid as well. Okay. When it was equal or less than that, it was valid. Got it, everyone? For this one, for next case, what is the VDS is equal to 6. So if I write 6 minus 1, that means 5. So you can see 5, it is valid. That means that is the only condition. So when your VGS minus VT, okay. Oh, obviously it should be more than 0. If it is not 0, it will be cut off. This point is cut off. It should be more than 0 and less than VGS minus VT. Then your linear region equation is valid. When your VDS is more than or equal to VGS minus VT, that time your linear equation is not valid. That time you have to use your saturation region equation. Got my point? You have to use a saturation region equation. Okay. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. So we will next day we will start from here. Let me do it. Not next day. Today we will start from here. So we will start from here. Okay. And we will finish it today. Then we submit your assignment now. I'm going to Murad, you stop recording.
That's somehow